Give the gift of financial independence to someone who is blind.
Penny Forward, a nonprofit organization founded and led by blind people, needs your donation to provide accessible financial education programs to strengthen our community.
Our podcast, online courses, group workshops, and one-to-one financial counseling are helping people like Desiree Christian succeed in their personal, professional, and financial lives.
Chris at Penny Forward really helped me take my own self-imposed roadblocks out from under me, away from me, and went, oh, gee, I can do a thing even if life is hard. So I did a thing, and Flaunt Your Ability now exists. FlauntYourAbility.com.
Visit pennyforward.com to empower blind people as we build bright futures one penny at a time.
Hi everyone, this is Pete, and I've got another JAWS tip for you. This time, I want to introduce you to a really cool feature that you might want to think about using before you make your next Zoom, Teams, or any other type of video call. It's another JAWS layered feature, and it's called Face in View. We all know, I'm sure, how much video calls have become a standard form of communication all over the place these days. At work, in school or college, even in personal relationships like being part of a family get-together where you've got members all over the place but you still want to celebrate a big occasion or just reunite to catch up. Before you get onto that video call, wouldn't it be nice if you can make sure that your camera is correctly focused on you so that others on the call can see you? Kind of embarrassing, isn't it, if someone on your call tells you, hey, your camera's looking at the floor, maybe it's ceiling, or maybe you're looking out the window or a wall. So it's not looking at you, is it? Enter Face in View to help you by alerting you to key visual details like, is my face centered in the view? Am I looking directly at the camera? Is the lighting adequate? Are there maybe some additional items in the picture that maybe should or should not be there? So to activate Face in View, what you do is you press JAWS key plus space, followed by F as in Frank for Face in View, and then O as in Open. This will activate your camera. Once enabled, Face in View continually monitors your face position and the lighting levels. If anything changes, such as tilting your head left or right, or maybe there's a change in brightness level, Face in View will let you know what's happening. And you'll get feedback also to help you move your camera around to make sure it's in fact pointing in the right position. And one thing I've noticed when I'm doing this is that very often Face View will say no face, but it does say centered a lot of the time. And when I've gone on to video calls, folks at the other end will tell me that they can see me just fine, even though I'm hearing no face. So as long as you hear centered before you close Face in View, you should be okay to do your video call. Once you are satisfied that the camera view is right, the brightness level is right, all you have to do is press JAWS key plus space, followed by F again, and then the letter O, and that will exit Face in View prior to you making the call. And it's really important that you do that because one thing to keep in mind is that Face View needs complete access to the camera. You can't run it while you're actually on the video call. So if it's possible, it'd be a good idea if you could get to your computer a few minutes ahead of time in order to work with Face View to make things right before you're on the call. Now, once you activate the Face in View layer by doing that JAWS key plus space F, there are other options available as well once it's open. To say the current brightness level, you would do insert space plus F plus L. If you want to use PictureSmart to describe what the camera is seeing, you do JAWS key plus space F and then P for PictureSmart. Now, what's going to happen here, PictureSmart will take a picture of your background. They're not going to be as accurate as what you get when you use PictureSmart to describe a photo, let's say. The intention of having PictureSmart available here is to offer hints about what's in the range of your camera view, just to help you make sure it's oriented right and there isn't any unnecessary stuff in the picture. By the way, as an aside here, I am planning to get more into all of the other features of PictureSmart in another JAWS tip real soon. But I digress. As an example of how I've personally been helped with this PictureSmart feature here, one time I was setting up things for a video call, and PictureSmart told me that my camera was seeing what was outside my office window, the windows to the right of me, meaning that the camera wasn't looking straight at me. So that helped me correct the angle of the camera so that it was pointed more directly at me, not looking at the beautiful day it was outside. Another function that you can do here is adjust confidence level so that the camera can be more accurate when trying to point out the location of your face. And you do that by doing JAWS key plus space F and then U. If you want to get a detailed description of percentages of like the brightness level is and all that, you would do insert or JAWS key plus space F followed by D. This doesn't give you the same as what PictureSmart does. It just tells you what the brightness level is and the location of your face. Finally, if you have a setup that has more than one camera hooked up to your computer, you can select the camera that you want to use by doing JAWS key plus space FC. After doing that, you would use the up and down arrow keys to cycle between the cameras and then press escape once you are on the right camera. Okay, folks, that's it for this JAWS tip. I hope that you found it useful. Stay tuned for more JAWS tips in the coming weeks. And if there's anything that you would like to hear about regarding JAWS, once again, don't hesitate to send us an email. Send it to feedback@unmute.show.